30 years living one way, 6 months of freedom. Which one do you think is stronger? I'll give you the answer at the end of this video. But first, I need to ask you something. Have you ever felt that discomfort when someone turns their phone to show you something? When they're excited, waiting for your reaction, and inside you freeze and think, what do I say? How do I react? Or when a friend shares good news, and you don't know what to do with it. It's not sadness, it's not anger, it's just emptiness. A freeze, a shame you can't explain. I called that jealousy for 30 years. I was wrong, and today I'm going to tell you exactly why. Welcome to The Healing Is in You. My name is Lana. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a woman who has been through a lot. After many years, many experiences, a lot of discomfort, a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, and many situations where this feeling would show up and I couldn't explain it. One day, when I was about to run away from a situation like I always did, something different happened. It was there, in that moment of running away, that I had the insight about what this feeling really was. This channel exists for women who grew up in homes where love was complicated, where the person who was supposed to protect you hurt you instead, where good things felt strange and hard things felt normal. If that's you, you're in the right place. Today we're going to talk about something I carried with shame for most of my life. That uncomfortable feeling when something good happens to someone else. And the truth about where it really comes from. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, something might shift for you too. Throughout my life, there were many situations like this. Let me tell you about 3 that stayed with me. The first happened on an ordinary day. Someone close to me showed me in person some clothes a friend had given her. She was excited, happy, wanting to share that moment with me. They were simple clothes, nothing I wanted, nothing I needed. But when she held them up in front of me, I froze. And when that happened, there were 2 things my body immediately wanted to do. The first was to disappear, to leave, to get out of there. As if my body knew it wasn't prepared for what would come after that moment, and the only solution was to escape. The second was to hide my face. Because I felt, with an absurd certainty, that if she looked at my face, she would see everything. She would see that I didn't know what I was feeling. She would see that I didn't know how to react. She would find me out. And along with that came a very strange need. A need to have someone beside me. A figure. An adult. Someone who felt bigger than me in that moment. Who could protect me, guide me, tell me what to do. Like a child looking to the side for someone's hand. And I was a grown woman. Inside, my mind raced. What do I say? What expression do I make? She's waiting. How do I react?
And there it was, that familiar feeling, that weight, that confusion, that urge to disappear, and my mind immediately gave it a name, jealousy. But then I stopped and thought, jealousy? Of what? I don't want those clothes. I don't want any of this. So what is happening to me? But here's something I also learned. We always think everyone is watching us, that everyone notices what we're feeling, that our face gives everything away. And most of the time, that's not quite true. People are so caught up in their own stories that they barely notice our reaction. But fear makes us believe we're under a spotlight all the time. The second story happened with a friend of mine. She turned her phone to show me a photo of her daughter, a girl of 18, 19 years old, surrounded by friends, having fun, living life. And again, that same urge to hide my face. That same feeling of not knowing what to do with my body in that moment. And I started to cry. Not from anger, not from jealousy, but because I simply didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to react. And that inability left me so lost that the tears came before the words. She stayed and listened to me for about 20-30 minutes. I tried to find words. In my head, I thought it was jealousy. But nothing came to a name. Nothing came to a definition. Nothing came to an explanation that made sense. Because I didn't even know what I was truly feeling. It was just that confusion inside me. That weight I had been carrying for years. That shame I couldn't explain. And the tears. That came before the words. She listened without judging me, without rushing me, without trying to fix me. She just stayed there, present, waiting for me to finish. And when I finally stopped, she spoke with a calm I will never forget. Lana, you don't need to be here with the same excitement she had, because that is not you, that is her. She is living her life. That is her celebration. Only she will feel what that means. You are you. And a simple, "That's great, that's so fun, how amazing," is enough. You don't need to complicate it. You don't need to perform that level of excitement, because that life is not yours, it's hers, and that's okay. 30 minutes of tears, one sentence, and something I had been carrying for years, released. And do you know what stayed with me most in that moment? It wasn't just what she said. It was the space she gave me. For years, I had carried that alone, with shame, thinking it was just me, that nobody else felt that way, that something was wrong with me. And there, with her beside me, without judgment, with patience, I realized I wasn't alone. That there are other women who go through similar things, who feel what I felt, who also don't know how to name it. And when we speak, everything feels lighter, because we can share. What I learned, I can pass on to someone else. And that is exactly why this channel exists. And the third story was the day I went to get my nails done with a friend. She had just come back from an incredible trip. And I knew, before I even left the house, that when I got there, she would want to show me the photos. And just thinking about it, the trembling in my body would start. I began making excuses in my head, ways to escape, ways to avoid that moment. But I needed to go. I loved her work. And deep down, part of me knew I couldn't keep running forever. So I went, scared, trembling, but I went. I'll tell you what happened in a moment. In all of these situations, there were always those two things my body wanted to do: disappear and hide my face. Because I was convinced that if someone looked at me, they would see everything. All the confusion, all the inability, all the shame. And there was always that need for someone bigger beside me, someone to guide me through it, like a child looking for a hand to hold. And I was a grown woman. I want you to imagine something with me. When you're born, you're given an empty toolbox, and throughout your childhood, through your parents, your home, your experiences, that toolbox gets filled. A screwdriver for confidence. You can do this. I believe in you. A hammer for resilience. It's okay to fail. We'll try again. A key for love. You are wanted. You are celebrated. Pliers for joy. Look how incredible this is. Let's celebrate together. These tools are placed in your box through thousands of small moments. A mother who claps when you take your first steps. A friend at school who screams with excitement when something good happens. And you learn in your body what it means to celebrate with someone else. You learn emotions by living them, by being in spaces where they exist. By watching the adults around you express them. But what happens when your toolbox never gets filled? What happens when the home you grew up in was full of criticism, heaviness, and fear? Where good news was minimized or ignored, where there was no one showing you what joy feels like from the inside, you arrive at adulthood with an empty toolbox, and the world expects you to know how to act, how to react, how to celebrate, how to connect. But you open your toolbox, and the tools aren't there. Not because you're broken, not because something is wrong with you, but because nobody put those tools in your box. And here's what I realized about jealousy. Jealousy is wanting what someone else has. But when someone showed me those clothes, I didn't want those clothes. When my friend showed me the photo of her daughter, I didn't want to be that 18-year-old girl. I just wanted to know what to do with that moment. It wasn't jealousy, it was the absence of a tool. The tool for celebrating with others, for receiving someone's joy and simply being present in it, was never placed in my toolbox. Before I continue, if what I'm sharing is resonating with you, this channel is going to be a safe space for exactly these conversations. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Because we're just getting started. Remember I told you about the day I went to get my nails done? 3 days before that day, I had an insight. I was trying to understand that feeling that had followed me for years. And it was there, in that moment of reflection, that something clicked. It wasn't jealousy. It was never jealousy. It was simply an emotion I had never learned. That had never been part of my life, until my 30s. That had never been part of me. I was never taught to be okay with good things. I was never taught to compliment others. I was never taught to support. I was never taught something as simple as seeing someone else's achievement and feeling happy for them. Nobody ever showed me what that looks like. So how could I have known? And that understanding, 3 days before, gave me something I had never had in those situations. It gave me a little strength. Because when the moment came, when she showed me the travel photos and the discomfort arrived, when the trembling started, when the urge to hide my face came, I would know exactly what it was. It wasn't me being bad. It wasn't jealousy. It was just an emotion I was still learning. And when the day came, I went. Scared, trembling. But I went. And the universe, God, understood that step. Because I believe that when you take a step in fear, when you face what you've always wanted to avoid, something greater meets you halfway. That day, the environment was lighter than I expected. She showed me the photos, the discomfort came, but I already knew what it was. I looked, I smiled, I said, "How beautiful, how amazing," and I moved on with my day. And it was enough. I didn't need more than that. And one day I had the opportunity to put all of this into practice. I was a bridesmaid at a friend's wedding. Days before, I was already anxious, thinking about the moment she would reveal the dress. How am I going to react? What am I going to say? Will my expression give everything away? But that day, I remembered what I had learned. She came in wearing the dress, and I looked at her and said, "You look beautiful. Simple. True." And I gave that moment back to her, because that day I understood it in practice. Only she could feel that happiness. Only she could feel that level of emotion, that excitement, that feeling, that meaning, because that was her day, her life, her dream. I was there, only to add to her happiness, not to carry her feeling, not to compete with her emotion, just to be present, and add. And it was enough, more than enough. And do you know what happened? It was incredible. Nothing like I had imagined. That discomfort I feared so much, it didn't come the way I expected. That day was so good that when it ended, I wanted it to start again. I felt fulfilled, truly present, truly alive. The only moment of discomfort was during the ceremony. Her father, her mother, all that love, that warmth, that closeness. And I thought, wow, I wish I had had that. But then I reminded myself, you didn't have it. And that's okay. Because you can give that to your children, you will fill that gap. The story isn't over. And it was okay, because sometimes healing doesn't come in a grand moment. It comes on a wedding afternoon, in a simple, you look beautiful, in a day when you chose to be present instead of hiding. So, back to where we started. 30 years living one way, 6 months of freedom. Which is stronger? For a long time, 30 years wins. Every time. The old patterns are louder. The old voice is more familiar. You'll have days when you freeze again, when you want to hide your face again, when you go home and feel that old shame. That's not failure. That's just the weight of 30 years. But every day you choose to see yourself differently. Every time you swap, I am jealous, for I was never taught this. You are rewriting it. Slowly, imperfectly, but truly. The healing is not out there. It's not in a person, a place, or a permission someone finally gives you. The healing is in you. It always was. Before you go, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt that freeze when someone wanted to show you something? That urge to hide your face to get out of there without being able to explain why? Leave it in the comments. You don't have to explain everything. Even a simple yes is enough. Because sometimes the most healing thing is simply knowing you're not alone. See you on Wednesday.